Hey guys, it is Monday morning. I'm gonna do my weekly read thing, weekly reads, whatever. Um, Hopefully sometime this week I'll post a different video other than just weekly updates. But who knows? We're just taking baby steps. I did finish a few things this week. Oh, and I did want to mention that I mentioned I think in my last weekly reads or in my wrap up, I don't remember, that I'm trying to read a movie a day in the month of October. I've only watched 3 movies so far, so, it'll be fine. I can probably do it. Who knows? Okay, so, first thing that I finished is finally Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates. I started this in August, I think. I'm kind of just trying to finish some stuff. I should focus a lot on finishing books that I have started. This was very good. I didn't have a lot of emotional attachment to it, unfortunately, which I'm a little disappointed by. I think the problem might be that he is just too smart for me. His language, he's absolutely brilliant. He is very, very intelligent. And so yeah, it was really. See, why am I'm doing this again? I'm turning this into a wrap up. Whatever. I recommend everyone should read this. I'm definitely going to reread this in the future. Maybe I will get more out of it. And then I also read The Arab of the Future, Volume 3 by Riyad Sattouf. And this is translated by Sam Taylor. This is Volume 3 in the story of Riyad's life growing up as a young Syrian/French boy, and the family struggles, and it's so good. I gave this 4 out of 5 stars. I'm kind of annoyed because I thought it was the last volume, but I guess, I'm not annoyed. I'm excited that there's more, but I thought it was going to kind of conclude, and it obviously did not. And then I finally finished Dubliners by James Joyce. Yay! I started this in October of 2017. So I just had the one story left to read, The Dead, which is supposed to be his most famous kind of story. And for most of it, I was like, this is very mediocre. Whatever. But the ending was really, really good. In general, I gave this 3 stars, though. And I'm in the middle of a bunch of stuff, so let's talk about that too. I started When I Was Puerto Rican by Esmeralda Santiago. I'm loving this so much so far. I'm having a lot of emotional connection to this one. There's a section at the beginning when she's talking about, I barely started it, I'm very, very close to the beginning, but she's talking, her nickname is Nagy, and they're talking about nicknames and stuff like that, and it's just it's oh yeah, that's my family. My aunt, until I was probably 17 or 18, thought that my aunt's name was Tianita, my mother's sister. I thought her name was Tianita. Hi, baby. And then I realized that was just Tia Anita smooshed together, and her name isn't even Anita. It's Ana Maria or something like that, probably. I don't know. I'm not even 100% sure because everyone just calls her Anita or Aniko, and I have a nickname too, and I don't know. I'm definitely feeling the vibes with this book, so I'm really pleased. So happy. I think that was Roxanne that was reading this one. Oh my gosh. I'm pretty sure it was Roxanne from the novel Sanctuary. I'll find out and post it below. And then I am buddy reading A Tree Grows in Brooklyn by Betty Smith with, oh my gosh, Sarai, Roxanne, and Bree. I'll link all of them below. And so I just started yesterday. I read, we're doing 4 chapters a day. And this is I'm interested to see what happens. There's a lot of weird racial type things, specifically towards Jewish people. I think there's a part where they're talking about oh, he's a white Jew, and then his other friends there's no such thing as a white Jew. And so, it's back then when Jewish people were, so there's that kind of stuff, which is not enjoyable to read per se, but I feel like it's going to be a good story, hopefully. Yeah. The main character is a young girl in poverty, so it's a brother, sister, and then their father is kind of like a drunk, deadbeat type dad that lives with them, and then the mom is like really the breadwinner and the one that takes care of everything, and they're very, very poor. And so it's really making me like realize how privileged I am, because like I've never had to want for anything, like really, you know. There's always been something that I could have or could want, but I like was well provided for as a child, and I'm able to provide for myself as an adult. And so like I you know, it's hard to wrap your mind around the fact that I don't know, I guess I just don't really read cuz you know, I don't really read about people like in poverty much, and now I'm realizing that that's I think like a big thing that I'm missing, and I should probably focus more on that. Anyways, yeah, it's good so far. And I'm still reading The Angel's Game by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. And this is translated by Lucia Graves. I still don't really know. And this is just so good. This is kind of like all I want to be reading at the moment. But it's what I read right before I go to bed because it's kind of creepy, and I like that before I go to bed. I was reading mostly this one and this one together last week, and it's like this is not good like before bed reading. This is good like middle of the day reading, but this is good before bed reading. So I'm really enjoying this. I feel like I'm not going to finish a lot before the end of Hispanic Heritage Month again. And then I did start Bogota 39. I'm not going to mention translators for this because there's a different translator for each story. And I'm a little disappointed because it's a lot of excerpts from novels. I've only read the first two, but the first one was an excerpt, and I was like, oh no, is that what this is gonna be? And then the second one was a short story, so I was like, oh great, but then I kind of like snuck ahead because it tells you, see, none of these are excerpts. That's good, but I thought there was, let me see if I can, yeah, so it says like at the end, not from the novel, and then it shows it. And I get that the point of this is to like show me new voices from Latin America, but I would have preferred like a list of books, like, hey, these are 100%ers, read these books. Like I would trust them if they had maybe a shorter collection of short stories and then like a list of novels that you had to read. I would just go and get them, like, without really asking much about it. I get the point of why they're doing it, so you can get like a feel for the writer and da 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 da. But I just am personally not a fan of like excerpts from novels because like, is it at the beginning? Is it at the end? Like, you know, what? How does this fit in? I don't know. It just like my brain doesn't love it. So yeah, those are all the things that I'm actively, oh, plus I'm still trying to read that Clarice Lispector book with Brie that, you know, was kind of on the back burner. It's way over there. Too many things. I need to stop starting stuff so I can actually finish some things. I've got like, you know, up here, it's like all of these books are books that I've started and not finished. Like The House of the Spirits is over here, The Brothers Karamazov, Dr. Zhivago, Black Boy, Infinite Jest, you know, whatever. So many books. Clash of Kings. Oh, man, Northanger Abbey is up there. Go Went Gone. Another The Stolen Bicycle. Just need to like finish stuff. I don't know. Whatever. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. Let me know if you guys have read any of these books, if you have anything to say about them, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. Oh.